How's I going to start this?
You've not got an intro that I can see.
I don't know, do I? No. Okay. Well, this is good, isn't it? This is pretty much how we do every Cheggs as well. It's like, who starts? I don't know. Welcome back, indeed, to Reg and Rett Reminisce. And what are we reminiscing about this week?
Our favourite food that everyone has heard of and isn't a completely made-up meal from two idiots. Well, no, of course it's that. Cheggs. We've talked about that at length before, I'm sure we have, yes. So I won't delve into it too much. 4 years ago, at my old gaff, summer 2018, we thought we'd film us making Cheggs. And I guess I should briefly explain what Cheggs is. It's at its core, it's chili. We used to put scrambled eggs on top, and we stopped because that's naughty. That's not veganism. We just put other shit on it every week, pretty much. What do we put on it in the clip itself? It'd
be helpful if we actually watched it beforehand. But
yeah, there's always like, well, sausages and mince and some sort of meat substitute every week, and the usual vegetables. There's always some other weird, funny things. Well, we put in pickle in this clip, didn't we?
Yes.
Then Jess remarked that we're going a bit too far.
She said, "I need a sick break." She does not like pickle or like Branston trademark or other brands are available. Pickle. Just there's something about it that turns her guts, and then when she watches this big spoonful go into it. Speaking of Jess, she was our, well, essentially A cam. I wouldn't say B cam. She was the main camera person. I think you referred to as a gaffer at one point, but I don't think that's quite correct.
No, we're still not sure what a gaffer is all these years later. Could easily go and find out, but we'll just take up the mystery. We
exist our own little bubble here. We don't know what Google is. I don't know. Is that some kind of like disease?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's the next ingredient, I think.
Google the next ingredient. That's not instruction. That's a fact. Without further squibbling about, here's the video that we just talked about, and we'll see you after the video to talk about it a little bit more. Voice recorder activated. What we can do is put that over there, and it'll be fine.
That's all right. The Cheggs, I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, that's fair enough. You want sort of more of an action cam for this one, where you're getting in there.
Come on.
Cut towards Peter. Oh no, he's not here. Oh god, I just did it again.
I'm cooking.
Right, Ross. Whilst you're doing that, I'm just chopping veg over. It's not exactly the most exciting thing, unless you're into that kind of thing, which is fine.
Oh yeah.
Ross, do you want to tell us, or us, the camera, how Cheggs came about and what the fuck we're doing? I guess.
I believe it was birthed in May 2015. We had just moved into a flat around the corner. We decided to have chili, and within the same meal, we decided to have scrambled eggs. Chili, eggs, eggs. We no longer put in scrambled eggs anymore. We put in tofu and like all sorts of weird shit, like Skittles, of course. That's like the main thing. I forgot the Skittles! Oh! Well, when he remembers, we put in Skittles, but when he doesn't, we don't. Where was I?
Yeah, chilling. We've been going for 3 years now. It's been pretty good. I mean, we've had some good ones. We've had some really dangerous ones. Infamous incident was Christmas 2016, where we had a Cheggs.
I think it's 15.
Was it 15? Oh,
yeah.
It was really that long ago. Minus 2015, where it broke us. We went slightly mental through how much sriracha we put in.
I was lying on the floor for quite a bit with my head in a laundry basket.
I believe there is archival footage. Oh, is it not on your fridge anymore? Maybe I had it on my fridge, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you did.
But there's a picture somewhere with Ross's head in a washing basket because he just couldn't cope. In the words of his dear, famous mother.
His long-suffering mother. Can't cope with anything ever.
Ah! That was quite dramatic. We had a bit of a... You don't get that on Ready, Steady, Cook, do you?
No, mate.
You also don't get swearing. None of us have actually sworn, I think.
Ready, Steady, Cunt.
Oh, there we go! Demonetised for your horrible swearing outburst. Yeah, really, this is just kind of like a weekly thing that we do, like usually every Wednesday. Especially we don't live together anymore. It's a good way to get together and act like absolute fucking idiots within the process. It's like a ritual that we're going to continue long until our taste buds have been completely destroyed by our own stupidity. Probably by putting something like
the bowels imploded.
Most likely arsenic. You ready for the vegetables?
Of course.
Come close. There we go. That was not as hissy as I thought it was going to be.
Let's get some audio on this.
Oh yeah, real close up ASMR.
It's some wetness soon.
Yeah, hold on.
Some good old wetness.
This is Ross's favourite bit. We'll leave it until a minute, but I'm gonna. We usually put 2 kinds of slop in. Always chili sauce.
Yeah.
Sometimes misk or other. We've chosen Madras because it's a hot curry thing. Do you want some powder, Ross?
I love you some powder.
There you go. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere. Tell her she's not. Wales.
Fucking talking Wales.
Look! Look! Tog in Wales.
Tog in Wales.
That's not me anymore, man. I'm not the Togger man anymore.
Still a bowl.
Oh, absolutely. Forever. Forever.
Change.
Have you put any of this in yet?
Negatory.
Alright. And really, if you're wondering, how do these two know what and how much to put in? It really is just, it's either instinct, guesswork, or just foolishness at this point.
Handfuls.
Really, we just kind of, I would say a little bit more than that. I would say, that's enough. No, stop it.
Stop it.
Enough. That's enough. Right, so we've got the tomatoes, or tomatoes as they say in England. Oh, why is the oven
Different meal is beeping.
A different meal! Okay, hold on.
Oh shit, that's mine.
We've got Ross.
Hey, we've got Ross! We're a good gaffer, Jess. Well done.
Yeah. Is that what a gaffer is? I thought that's someone who just...
I haven't got a fucking clue. I know you're not the best boy because you're woolen parts, so you must get
best boy or girl. Oh, we've got some onions here that I forgot to put in. Just casually, just toss the onion. What about these powders? Is any powders going yet?
Not yet. Do it, do it, do it.
Okay, showing off a bit now, but...
Bloody hell.
Oh god. That was more white than I anticipated.
Expertise.
That's what George Clooney said.
Exactly.
I don't know why he would say that, to be honest.
He's a closet racist.
So, what, to white people? He's a closet
yes.
racist to white people.
Exactly.
I'm sorry if I've ruined your OCD there. I've just put them in random places.
Oh god.
Okay.
Have you?
Right, now it's the time for slop additions. Can you make a hole, Ross? You need to make a hole for the slop.
Oh.
You need to make a slop hole. Oh. But wait, that's not all. Because we go over to here, and this is the part that Ross likes to call...
Wet magic or sloppy sorcery.
Sloppy sorcery. I am the sloppy sorcerer. Just adding a tiny bit of water to each container. Giving it a bit of a shape. Bit of a shape like that, like you would by a baby that was still crying. You know, or just a baby in general. You know, depends how you like kids up. Now I'll put a lot of water in here, so I'm not going to pour all this in because I showed off a little bit, but there you go. Put that in the fridge, right? You can have that as a nice chilled drink, have it over ice and on fire. So,
ooh, smoothie. Chili smoothie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
if you've got one of those blitzer blender things, you can probably add some cumin in it or something.
Full of good ideas, you and me.
I do genuinely think the only reason Cheggs is famous is because not enough people have eaten it, really. As soon as we get the social carrot off the ground.
Well, the rough idea is a cafe in Nottingham somewhere, centre preferably, which would serve vegan food, of course. I don't know about booze, because that would involve a liquor licence.
This isn't Prohibition era America, Ross. I think you can start off with the foodness, right?
Yeah.
And then bearing... Oh god, sorry. Seeing how well that goes. Why not
There's some neat things to like a pool table and bean bags for
or a pool
bean bag battles. Yeah.
Bean bag back.
Yeah.
Jess may be disgusted by this act because it's pickle.
Me too, sick break.
As she's a true professional and will soldier on. This used to be the main hot ingredient, sriracha. But this is basically like a palate cleanser now. It's like milk, isn't it?
It is. It's like drinking milk.
We have leveled up.
I'm not going to show you this yet because it's a fun surprise. But there is something hotter than sriracha.
Oh yeah, much hotter.
These sausages look like they're done. They're just so fucking done. Oh my god. Use the rest of it if you want because I've got another one at home. So this is how little we care about our taste buds. I describe this kind of cooking as like rock and roll cooking because, you know, there are no rules and stuff and there's no bedtime and you can do as many drugs as you like. Wait, no, that is actually rock and roll.
That's a good pile of sriracha right there.
I'll stir it. I'm just gonna...
Just put that in before I put these sausages.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you're spraying out your nozzle!
Yeah.
Okay, right, I'm going to put the sausages in, and that's the extra fake meat stuff, and that's the last step before the last step. Now, I think we should issue a public service warning for this next ingredient, and indeed the final ingredient, which goes in, because I got it Christmas last year, I think it was, and I was like, oh, this won't be that hot, and I put loads into this noodle thing I made, and fucking hell, I was actually crying. You know, because if you called it something ultra hot death chili sauce, you think, yeah, it's just posturing, isn't it? It's just that they're just trying to sell bottles of it. It is actually as bad as it claims to be. Testament to this is how little I'm going to put in here. Can't even fucking open the lid. Help! I need a man! Alright, no, it's alright. I am a man. Sort of.
Well,
right.
Not quite.
It's literally. Oh god, I hope I don't put too much in. If I had slow mo, like that much. That is literally how much you can put in, and you will be able to taste that. I put in a big glob the first time, and me and Ross were like, God, oh fucking hell, help! Now, this is very important. Spicy things are spicy, and be mindful to wash your hands, especially if you're a man, because you will go to the toilet and touch your willy, and it will burn like you've just shoved your dick into a flaming horse's vagina, and you don't want that. That's just not something you need.
Some folk do, but you know, we don't judge. We don't judge. Whatever you like is what you like.
Well, you don't have to, but if you want to.
With
That's fine also, you know, that's far be it from us to judge. We eat this for dinner, you know, far be it from us to judge.
We eat a puddle of hot for dinner.
It is literally just a puddle of hot. We're dangerously close to the brink now. These don't spread as well as... We usually have a bed of nachos, but I mixed it up and put chili crisps. They are indeed chili crisps. Did you do...
oh, no.
Can you get a close up? There's a little bit of jizz on the floor.
Actually, it sits all over the place, if you look closely.
Oh man, you sprayed like a fire hose. I mean...
Yeah.
I know that was a lot of wet magic that I put in earlier, but that was just like pure spraygasm. Just your food isn't burning.
Okay, let's check it.
See, this is a much more sensible, but no less tasty dish. We're pretty much done now. We've just got to plate it up, really. You just let it simmer for a little while. We seem to have run out of banter. That doesn't usually happen. Ross hasn't actually made a reference to his penis yet. He usually does on a regular.
Haven't I?
No, that's very strange. I mean, there was the whole jizz thing, but I kind of propagated that. So.
Well, it's here, just flopping around, minding its own business, you know, like it does.
Yeah.
Don't look at it and it won't hurt you, basically, is the rule.
Do you seriously, are you saying that you have a lethal dick?
One time I killed a reindeer. I'm really sorry about that.
Not Santa.
Not Santa! What was that? You were at Woollerton Park just chilling out and...
Oh, it ran into me, and of course, shielded myself with the aforementioned junk.
Yeah.
It ran head first into it. I was totally fine, didn't feel a thing, but the reindeer's head just turned into pudding.
Fucking hell. That must have been quite a traumatic thing. These guys are vegan now, by the way. That's not the entire reason, it's probably part of it. Like, you have to be really mindful of that now, because you know, you're going out of your way to avoid harming animals in any way, shape or form. You can't just run around with your dick out, you know, just cannot do it.
Sadly, no. I mean, before I could, you know, it was gleeful, but now I've got to be more careful.
You've got to be careful with insects and stuff, you know, just because they're small doesn't mean they don't have feelings. You know, I was thinking actually earlier, wouldn't it be good if there was like an ambulance service for bees? Because they're always knackered on the floor, aren't they? And I always feel really bad because they never bring any sugar water to give them an unnecessary amount of energy. It's like if there was just like a small...
An ambulance.
What would be an appropriately sized animal to train how to drive an ambulance? Maybe a hamster. Like a dwarf hamster, because it needs to be bigger than a bee so they can fit like dozens of bees in the back. And be, don't worry guys, put them in little drips with the sugar in it. See how many ideas, man. Shit ideas, but ideas nonetheless. Alright, I think we're ready. I've stalled for enough time talking just a load of shit. You know? We need a ladle. Everything that's bigger is better, innit? Do you want me to layer the nondescript brand chili Mackey's of Scotland?
I'll have those on the bottom, but
Yes.
the rest I just sort of dip in.
Right, oh, okay. I've got some last bits of bacon bites we can like garnish on the top. I'll just put them here.
Worth every penny.
They're fucking wonderful. In fact, you should trust people that don't like bacon rashers. These things are not getting paid by Lidl or Snaptastic.
New sponsors.
Sponsors, please sponsor us. As long as you keep making these, I will keep eating them and telling people how wonderful they are. Any sort of words from the other?
Watermelon, golf ball, lobbity dobbity.
Okay. Oh, these are gone a bit stale.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine, they still taste good.
A bit chewy.
I didn't actually find them in the correct aisle, they were just dumped on top of some ciders, so I think some pisshead was like, oh, I don't actually need these, I need bacon bits.
This is heads.
Skeleton piss up. It's a skeleton piss up!
Oh, nooch. Nooch is the final ingredient.
New sponsor. New sponsor.
Alright, yes. Marigold, vegan, Vajavita, savoury. Good stuff, look at that. Alright, and then put some nooch, we're gonna ooh!
My.
I did a big ring on yours, so I hope you don't mind.
A big ring in my hole.
There's no hole, I did a ring on your slop.
Even
And
grosser,
a few crusty bits as well.
That's just disgusting, and yet delicious at the same time.
And this is Cheggs, and you've been watching Reg and Reminisce, the thing. We're going to eat them now, but we're not going to film that because that is just That's not safe for work. That's just not safe for work. So, I don't know. That's it. Cut. So now we've watched it. Because we totally watched it just then, along with you. Yep. That fucking kitchen window. Now, I had a lot of problems with that because, as you have just seen, it's just taking up all the exposure. And then, like, when Jess is filming you, you can just see you as a silhouette, pretty much. You're just like, who is this mysterious blob that's talking?
People always say, who's that mysterious blobby silhouette? And it's always me.
Well, you know, you didn't choose the goth life. The goth life chose you.
That's right. Yeah. All darkness and black and misery. That's how I roll, I guess.
Apart from grey jogger pants with
yeah.
some kind of unidentified stain on them.
This time it's bleach. It's innocent this time.
Cheggs, this time it's bleach.
I don't know if I've got bleach in that specific spot. It's not even on my knee or anything. It's on my upper thigh. Got a bleach stain. Check it out. It's the main part of the video now. Zoom in. Smash the bleach button for likes and subscribes.
I want more bleach in my content. Oh, fucking hell. The overhead camera. Brilliant idea, I thought, because you can see the whole kitchen. But it also is the worst camera I probably could have bought in the world. It costs probably as much as all the ingredients for Cheggs, but it's a camera, and it definitely came from a country where I do not speak the language of. And it looks okay on the tiny little screen that comes on. You put it on a big screen, like maybe you're watching it at home and you noticed, it looks like shit. This claims to be a 4K action cam. It is none of those things.
You got duped.
I got duped, and more so in the editing suite when I was trying to smush those two clips together and the audio just went it's getting further and further apart from each other. Anyway, there's all that technical garbage out of the way. If we had the proper equipment, would you be up for trying to do another sort of cooking show?
Yeah, with a bit of a twist. Not doing Cheggs again, because that's redundant.
Yeah.
But we try and cook a totally new meal with no practice or anything. We just record it going in totally blind.
Yeah, like a new, like we haven't made something before, like a jambalaya or
like a Yorkshire pudding with like a jam mountain in the middle or something. A lasagna with mini pies in it.
Okay, right. Tune in at some point in the future where you'll see just a pie in general. Short crust pastry pies. They're very difficult to make. Well, for me anyway, because they actually require proper measurements and timing.
Oh God, this is going to be a fucking disaster.
So okay, tune in next time for that. We're actually off to make some Cheggs now, aptly enough. And as we always say after our successful meal, good Cheggs! See you next time. Oh, see, that wasn't so bad.